I was lucky enough to get Scott Base when he retired from racing about 2.5, 3 years ago. And since then, he's been an awesome sport horse. He's been really successful in showing. He's just amazing to have around. He's an awesome thoroughbred and he pretty much fits in with our life really well. I remember I was watching the Karaka Millions, the first 3-year-old, and it was so amazing watching him come from last, and it was just an incredible race that he was lucky enough to win, and he went on to win the Guineas, the Japan Plate. He's been so successful.
300 metres to go. The leader is ever loyal. Look at Embellish start to wind up quickly. And behind them, battling away hard Merchandise. Then on the rocks, further back then we've got Savvy Cope. Embellish ranged up at the 150. Savvy Cope and Scott Base is flying down the outside. Embellish, Scott Base. Scott Base ranged up, put his head in front and got the money. Scott Base with a powerful finish.
Johno and Hollie Wynyard, they done an amazing job of training him down there in the CD. He then went later on to Te Akau, and that's where I got him when he retired. I've been so lucky to be a childhood friend of the Ruttens, and they were kind enough to give him to me when he finished. It's been incredible. He hasn't been the soundest horse, I think a lot of people know that, but he's doing really well. We just maintain him and he lives a really happy lifestyle. I have a background in racing. I'm very passionate about it. I've grown up in the industry. My father was a very good trainer, Bill Wylie. My sisters, one was a jockey. I've been an apprentice as well, and we've all kind of grown up and loved the industry. So having a thoroughbred and doing so well on him has been such a buzz for me. What we've trained him to do now is he's a show horse, which is like a beauty queen pageant. He has to go around the ring and walk, trot, canter, gallop. There's amazing thoroughbred classes now that we compete in, which is just for the thoroughbreds. It's really showing life after racing for all the thoroughbreds out there. Some really beautiful ones at the moment. He also does dressage. He's done very well at North Island Champs, which is really hard for a thoroughbred because we have to compete against purpose-bred warm bloods. So proud of him keeping up with them. It shows you how versatile the thoroughbreds can be. We're off to Sydney in April through some lovely sponsors, and he's competing at the Grand Nationals. He'll be over there for 2 weeks and competing against the best thoroughbreds in Australasia. We've been so lucky to get to Sydney. It's a lot of cost. Coming on board to help us be able to live that dream is New Zealand Bloodstock. They've been amazing. Ellerslie Races, they are incredible. Laura there helps with everything. Also Chris Rutten and Donna Rutten, obviously the ex-owner, they've been really supportive and helping with financially to get us over there. And obviously my brother-in-law Phil Cataldo, he's supported me through many years and certainly supporting us on this journey to Sydney. The good thing about the thoroughbred and about Scott Base is incredibly intelligent. He is very tough and he's so honest. I can ride this horse anywhere. He's very safe. He does have his times, but that's just good horses. Good horses are normally the ones that sometimes have the quirky natures. With the thoroughbred too, they're so regal and they do stand out in the ring because they're very uphill, they're beautiful, and that's what it really comes down to.